So training is a really important aspect in just any sport, anything that you want to take on competitively, and Smash Bros is definitely not the exception. So in order to actually get better and to apply certain techniques that can help you be a much more better player and get much more consistent results, it's really important that you take into account what I'm going to be tackling today. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the basic techniques that you have to apply into your game. So without further ado, I'm going to be tackling today, as I said before, the most basic and necessary techniques in Smash Brothers, and I'm going to be dividing them into sections, and I'm going to be pretty much going feature by feature, telling you what it is, why is it useful, and how to actually, practice it. All the information and all the stuff that I'm going to be talking about comes from a post in Smashboards. So I'm gonna leave the link in the description below, and it's actually really important that you guys check this video and at the same time check the post, because it has a really good explanation to each technique. So if something is not clear enough, just overall, if you feel like it was just not enough, the post is there, and it's always good that you go through the video with the post so that you can kind of get a little bit more in-depth information of what I'm talking about. So without further ado, let's start. Alright guys, so Teching is basically when your character is gonna hit a surface and you press the shield button right before you actually hit the surface, like a couple of frames before you hit it. And this is a really useful technique because it helps you, in the case of a wall tech, not bounce and get stage spike, and in the ground tech it helps you not to have your character laying in the ground or to get follow up by more hits. So it's really important that we focus in both the ground tech and the wall tech. So let's choose Smart and let's go to Final Destination to practice the ground tech. Alright guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get ourselves in Final Destination, and we're gonna be in front of Marth at approximately 80%. And we're gonna practice tech and roll and the standard get up. So from the standard get up, you just simply full jab, press shield. That's all you gotta do. Full jab, press shield. That's for the standard get up. And for the tech and roll, all you gotta do is just simply press shield, but at the same time have your analog stick going either left or right. So there's to the left, to the right. Alright guys, so basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna choose now a character. For instance, I've chosen Ike because it hits pretty hard, and we're gonna practice now the wall tech. So for the wall tech, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the stage called Temple, okay, and we're gonna set ourselves at 150%. Alright, so now we're at 150%. We're gonna go here to the Fight Club, and we're gonna have Ike in attack mode. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna allow Ike to just hit us, and in the very own moment when Ike comes, we're just simply gonna tech. And we tech. We tech again. So you just simply gotta have the computer just simply hit you, and this is one of the ways you can actually practice wall tech. Unfortunately, this Ike is not hitting me enough, so you can choose another CPU. I've seen Luigi be a little bit much more better, and also Bowser Jr. seems to be a fair option as well. So it's always good that you guys choose a good CPU that can, like hit you decently, because Ike is taking way too long to attack me. But yeah, setting yourself at 150% and seeing how long you can reach. Like for instance, the deal is that you reach 999%, or that you just simply set up a percent as a goal, and just practice until you reach that percent. And yeah, that's just pretty much one of the ways you can practice a wall tech. You just simply press the shield button when you're just about to hit the wall. God damn it. Alright, so that was a wall jump tech. I mean, when you wall tech, you can just simply press shield and you can just simply tech, do the wall tech, or you can actually, if you have your analog stick going up, you'll be doing a tech jump. Another way you can practice teching also is by going to a net. So we're gonna go 1 second real quick to a net, and what we're gonna do is that when the car comes up, we're gonna let the car hit us, and we're gonna tech against the wall of the yellow house. So there we teched, and it's just basically just waiting for the car to come and to tech. The cars have different like knockbacks, so it's actually pretty cool because you kind of get the timing of its certain different scenario. Alright guys, so DI, or in other words directional influence, is basically when you control your stick to change the direction in which your character is sent. This is gonna help you live slightly a couple more percents more, like in a certain hit it's gonna help you live up to 4% more, or even more. So we're gonna go to Final Destination with Bowser Jr. And before I actually go straight into the practical aspect, I have to say that when you are sent vertically at a 90-degree angle, the best way to DI is to DI towards left or right. When you are sent horizontally, the optimal way to DI is to the right if you're launched to the left. So if you're launched to the left, the best way to DI is to the right. And if you're launched to the right, the optimal way to DI is to the left. So take that into account. That's basically what you gotta learn. There's a couple of hits, like for example Mario's up smash, Luigi's forward smash, that they have a really kind of weird way that they launch their foes, so you have to kind of learn more or less how to DI for those certain specific hits. But I'm gonna leave that in the description below. It's in the link of the post that I told you to check, so it'll be there. So without further ado, let's set ourselves at about 110%, and we're gonna set Bowser Jr. to attack mode. So for example, the car, optimal DI for the car is to always go either left or right, because that's the actual way you DI vertical hits. Or not vertical hits, but when you're launched vertically. Instead, when he shoots his cannonball, what you want to do is you want to DI towards the stage, or rather more to the left or to the right in the way you were actually sent, because it actually is a little bit much more it's a lot much more horizontal than the card attack. I don't know how you call that move, so I'm sorry. But yeah, anyways, all you gotta do is try to DI the mix-ups that Bowser Jr. does. The Koopa explosion, oh no, I killed him. The Koopa explosion is DI'd just like the cannonball. So we wanna DI there to the left. There we want to DI either left or right. Just let yourself get hit by Bowser Jr. and try to leave to like 200 and something. That's like the deal. Of course, the deal is that you don't fall also into like smash attacks, because obviously that's gonna kill you real fast. But besides that, try to always be at the center of the stage to help yourself also live a lot much more than the usual, and always keep your optimal DI. So yeah, Try living till like 250, 220, and it'll be fine. Alright guys, so smash DI is basically when you're caught in a hit stun, or when you are caught in a multi-hit move and you move back and forth your analog stick towards 3 positions. So you just move back and forth between those 3 positions, and it's gonna help you either move your character in the hit stun towards one direction, or in the multi-hit move you might be able to actually escape it. So let's go to Final Destination with Little Mac. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in front of Little Mac, and we're gonna have him do a full jab at us, and we're just gonna smash the guy towards the left and see if we can escape the full jab, which I think it does about 18%, 17. Yeah, approximately that, without absolutely no DI. So smash DI is gonna, oh, hold on. Smash DI is gonna help us escape there. And you just simply practice this over and over again. Also, you can practice this with drops down smash. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in front of the drop, and we're gonna let him down smash, and we're just gonna smash the eye upwards to try to escape it. Alright guys, so wall clanging and wall jumping are both 2 techniques that can help certain characters in their recovery back to the stage. And it's actually pretty simple. All you gotta do is just simply repeat over and over again. So we're gonna go to Duck Hunt, and what we're gonna do is that we're just gonna go and go to the ledge, and then we just let go. And what we're gonna do is that we're gonna let go, jump, and then our analog stick has to face against the wall. So we're just gonna let go, face against the wall, and then up B. And then just repeating this over and over again. Your analog stick has to face against the wall, but your character has to be close to the wall, alright? So you have to be close, and then move your analog stick towards the opposite direction. Once you're better with wall jumping and you kind of have a much more easier time, you can start practicing with the legal stages, because it's obviously much more easier to do it in a totally vertical wall like it is in Duck Hunt. But you can also wall jump in stages like Final Destination, for instance. So it's always good to practice it, because there are certain key points where wall jumping can help you recover better. So for example, with Cloud, at this point I can snap the ledge. So I can be falling and then do this and snap the ledge from very, very, very deep. And for wall clanging, it's the same situation, but instead of facing your analog stick towards the opposite direction of the wall, what you want to do is you want to move the stick towards the wall, and the character is just gonna stick there. So hold on, you go to Duck Hunt, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna let go, jump, and then just keep there facing. And just practice it over and over again. Basically, Fox-Trotting is the act of repeatedly initiating your initial dash animation and just simply repeating it over and over again. Certain characters can run faster, but basically Fox-Trot is primarily used to practice dash dancing, which I'm gonna be talking about right immediately. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just go to just any stage basically, and we're gonna go and start doing the Fox-Trot. So we just flicker stick to the right, and then immediately as the animation's almost going over, we're gonna do it again to the right. What you want to do is just practice it. Every character has different timings, and for some characters it's pretty useful, but for others it really isn't. For example, for Jigglypuff it's not really useful to Fox-Trot, but for Cloud it is really good. So that is Fox-Trotting. It's really simple. You just simply flick your controller stick to the right, and then as the animation is going over, you do it again. So instead of doing the full run animation, it starts again another initial running animation. And basically the dash dancing is just doing a Fox-Trot, but instead of going to the same direction, you're gonna flick it to the opposite one. With some characters, it's a little bit more complicated due to the timing. With some others, it flows a lot much more easier. For instance, it's really easy to do it with Cloud. But the good thing about Fox-Trotting, or more specifically dash dancing, is because it can help you confuse your opponent, whether you're gonna retreat or whether you're gonna hit back, whether you're gonna go into the attack. So it's pretty good. It's a pretty good way to mix your movement and to kind of like confuse your opponent whether what you're gonna do, when you're gonna do it, because you're just constantly there messing around, and then suddenly you can do something, or you can just simply retreat. So it's a really good way to mix up your ground movement.